I did start a extinction series. And I uploaded the first episode because that was my first time playing Extinction, and I realized I wanted to like play it by myself, like do one little playthrough on single player before I went into official. And anyway, that server got shut down either way. So I'm just going, after playing it for about like 5 days, I'm going to tell you guys why I think that Ark Extinction is 100% the best Ark DLC that has ever been made in Ark. Even though, well, Genesis 2 Part 2 hasn't come out, and neither has the Crystal Isle. So I might change my mind once those come out. But before that, I'm just going to be expressing my feelings about Ark Extinction, which at the moment I think is the best Ark DLC. So let's just start off with the location. So I don't know why, but a lot of people don't like the map. Up to the top right is a snow bubble, a snow biome, which is like a giant snow bubble, and the bottom right is the desert biome, and which is pretty much a mini scorched earth, and in the top left is the sunken forest, which is pretty much a mini aberration, and down at the bottom left is the sulfur fields, and obviously right smack bang in the middle is the sanctuary slash city. Hold on. Yeah, the sanctuary slash city. Now, I like to build up at this tip. No one really goes here because it's definitely the hardest out of all of the locations, because Rexes spawn here, RGs spawn here, a whole bunch of aggressive dinos spawn here, lots of scouts and enforcers also spawn, and it also has good access to water, which I definitely think is one of the biggest problems when building in the city. It doesn't have good there is water, but it is like aberration. It's really hard to scale and get around. So water is also really hard to get in the inside the city. But out here is like, I like to call this place the sanctuary and call that place the city, because this is like a giant dinosaur park. So it's all flat ground and it has water and stuff. There's lots of beaver dams here too. I've once got lucky and there was like around about 12 beaver dams in this one lake that extends all around here. So another one of the problems about the city slash sanctuary is that a lot of megatheriums spawn right there. Megatheriums. Now, if you don't know about megatheriums, they get a giant butt. They're normally passive, unless you attack them. If you attack them, then they'll aggro onto you, but normally they're passive. But there is lots of like spiders and bugs around the sanctuary slash city, and they will destroy. If the megatherium kills one of them, he will go mode and kill everything. He gets like 2 times all of his stats. So you don't want to be near him when he goes into his aggressive mode. And one of the worst things about Extinction is base locations. There's not many hidden base locations apart from in the sunken forest and some in the snow biome. You do not want to build out in the wasteland because Let me just take you guys out there. Hold on. Okay. Don't know why I didn't dive. Why am I not diving? Something's going on. Okay, my snow owl has broken and it won't dive for some reason. Anyway, let's look. Are these corrupted? No. Let's look for some corrupted dinos. Well, okay, there's a corrupted pterodon. Yep. Even though it's also a lot of Rexes spawn out in the wastelands, and as you can see, that place is very close to the wasteland, so a lot more Rexes will be coming out from there. Anyway, corrupted creatures are completely aggressive, so these PTs will attack me no matter what, not even if I attack them, because they're corrupted. So, and also you increased water and food consumption, and sadly there's no corrupted dodos, which I'm sad about, because I think there should be corrupted dodos out in the wasteland. But the smallest animal dino is a Dilophosaur, which can destroy metal structures. What is following me? Can't be the Rex. That is one good and bad thing about this place, because you can tame good Rexes. Tame up good Rexes. And again, what is happening to all my dinos? My snow owl disappeared randomly, so I had to go force tame one. And now my tech Rex is gone. Anyway, the bad thing about taming in this area is that the defense units will kill them. So let's get into like the really good things about extinction. There is a whole bunch of metal nodes around. I haven't mined these because there isn't really a point, because extinction is also probably the best DLC for beginners. And I know that a lot of people would say that either Ragnarok or just the plain old island is the best. So I'm gonna stop. Yeah, it is the best map for beginners, but I disagree, because the extinction, let me just show you this. See this enforcer? I can attack it. It's level 80, but even though I have a drone, now I know that they helped me, but they only got a couple of hits in, like 1 or 2 hits in, because so enforcers and defense units are very easy to kill, and they also supply you a free hide, because they attack all the enemy dinos. What are you doing now? Yeah, they attack all the enemy dinos and give you a whole bunch of hide for beginners. So, and another great thing about this place is enforcers. Enforcers are probably my favorite mount for beginners, and these aren't even for beginners, these are for like mid-game, and they're kind of useless in the end game, because they're just not good enough. Their health isn't good enough, and their damage isn't that good. But for beginning to mid-game, these are probably like my favorite mount, apart from the snow owl. And these enforcers, as you can obviously see I'm doing, they can teleport, and yeah. Also, they're really fast. I hear a Rex nearby. Yeah, they're really fast, got really good movement speed, and as I've already said, they can teleport up things. Please tell me I can get this. Yeah. What? Am I not able to climb this? Oh, that's disappointing. I'll take you over to the city, and I'll climb up this hill. And they also, I haven't tested this. I'm pretty sure they can go straight. I'm pretty sure they just completely sink and you don't dismount. Unlike a lot of creatures that just float in the water. Anyway, they can teleport and climb up walls. They're pretty fast when they're on walls, and they can also go upside down. The controls are a little bit stuffed up, and it's not that easy to control when on walls and upside down, but they're pretty fast, and they don't take full damage, which is another great thing. I forgot I have the laying egg thing on super high. This is insane. Anyway, yeah, it can, and also the best thing about them, okay, I'm just going to put on fly, and why can I not move on? Okay, and walk. Now let's find some corrupted creatures. These dinos do 4 times the damage to corrupted creatures, which is insane. Let me just show you this. You're normally getting completely surrounded by corrupted creatures around here. Of course, when I'm trying to show you guys stuff about them, they're nowhere to be seen. Also, even though this isn't a corrupted Carno, let's just show you how much damage it is. See? Just one hit. Oh, it actually was a corrupted still later. Right, let's go kill the Spino. If you're looking for angler gel, I'm pretty sure Spinos are the only way to get angler gel. Yeah, look at that. Kill the Spino, 225, easy. And it wasn't even corrupted. If you just buff up these, these guys' melee damage and health, they can do insane damage. Where are some corrupted creatures? Here, I'll put on fly. I'll try to fight some Reaper kings and queens over at the Sunken Forest. What the hell? What just happened? That has never happened. I've gone out there and I've never died before. It normally just... That's weird. Normally whenever you go to the border of the map, it just makes you stop. I've never been killed. So that is confusing. Anyway, they do 4 times the damage to corrupted creatures for enforcers. And you should normally just... Oh, I forgot to spawn at my bed. Anyway, yeah, they do 4 times the damage to corrupted creatures, and you saw how much damage I was doing to just the normal dinos, and those were like some Spinos and Rexes. And another great thing about the Wasteland is that polymer is just a pain to collect. Like cementing paste, it takes a long time to craft. Although the materials are pretty easy to obtain, apart from the obsidian, which there isn't that much of, yeah, it's quite a pain. So normally you want to go for organic polymer or corrupted nodules, which you can collect from corrupted creatures, which is pretty much just organic polymer / polymer that you get from the corrupted creatures. So, another amazing thing about extinction is gutches. Gutches or gatches are great, what are they called? like creatures, if you just put anything in the inventory, their preferred food is, well, you should normally put in stone in there, and you should get your owl, and if you're playing on a single player, even if you like cheating, I would just, if you don't like completely cheating, but you don't mind like small little cheats, I would put up your like the rate that your dinos poop, because the snow owl's poop is their favorite food, and it gives them a higher chance of crafting items. Now I only have one gacha crystal that gives me an item, or like a weapon or a blueprint, but gacha crystals, you can select what you want them to create. So this gacha has metal, crystal, congealed gas balls, thatch, sand, and green gems. I have it obviously on metal because that's clearly the better one. And this one has thatch, stone, fiber, crystal, blue crystallized sap, black pearl, and black pearls. I have it on black pearls because when I get to tech gear, they need lots of black pearls, so I want to craft those. And this one, production. This one doesn't make that good stuff apart from oil and silica pearl. Oil doesn't really matter because of what I'm about to show you. And this one, I'm pretty sure I have it on blue crystallized sap. So I have quite a lot in my inventory, and I'm just gonna open these. And look at that. It's only been like, how long have I been? I don't know how long I've been streaming for, but I'll wait. So I have 97 metal, 285 silica pearls, 109 black pearls, apprentice pump shotgun, and 136 blue crystallized sap, which is super good for just a couple of minutes on outlet. And the apprentice gem. And hold on, let's see what this gives me. A journeyman's sword, which is also good, and 20 metal. So gachas are definitely one of the best additions to Extinction, which, well, obviously, and hold on. Yeah, I just go around with my dough deck like every couple of hours and completely just fill these guys' inventories up so much. And buff up their crafting skill. These guys are the only creatures that have crafting skill. And another crystal. I'm not going to pick that up right now. Yeah, because that increases the rate that they have to craft, get gems. These guys I've had for the longest, these two. And they have such high crafting skill, so they make so much good gems. Also, don't put two gachas, do not put more than one gacha of the same sex within 15 blocks from each other, because they do not like being around the same, the same gender gachas. So as you can see, the way to know if they're happy, the same gender, but they'll be depressed if they are away from, if they're close to the same gender. So to know if they're happy or not, if they are smiling at you, well then they're happy. But hold on, do any of these guys have saddles on them? Yes. Okay. Let me take this guy. Wait, hold on. Is this, what other way it's gonna get because the different species. Anyway, let me take this guy over here. Now let me look at him. Why is this not working? Game. It's meant to be depressed. Okay, something's going on. I don't know why, but anyway, they should look away from you when they're near a person, another gacha that's the same gender as them. So, I don't know why it's not working. Anyway, so you should have them away from, you should keep them in pairs of like different genders. So, and one, they're gonna get mate boosted, which increases their production, and they will also not get depressed. Now, I just spent a lot of time talking about the gacha. Let's talk about some of the other creatures, like the Managama, which this explains it all. It's pretty much like a tech creature. It's pretty much like a giant dragon wolf thing that has like these little tech boots that can go like this and like jump really high. So they also do a lot of damage and have an insanely long range on this ice breath attack. So let me just attack this. Kills it decently fast. I'm pretty sure they nerfed them quite recently though, so yeah. Yeah, it doesn't hit that range. It used to have a longer range than turrets did, so they would have been great. They were great for taking out turrets, but they can't do that anymore. But they are still really great, even though they can't take out turrets because within the range. And yeah, they're pretty great for like walking around the map. Now, what you're gonna do first before taming most extinction creatures, you're definitely gonna want to watch a video on how to control them. Gas bags, look how low on health it already is. I only got this very recently. It's level 311. I only got it quite recently. And it's insane how much damage it takes from falling. Wait, what? I forgot those guys are amazing. Anyway, and yeah, you're gonna want to watch a video on how to control these guys, because gas bags and Managamas are very easy to spot when they're in the air. So I would not recommend taming like cheap taming one of these guys straight away and like pretty early. Well, one, because they're hard to tame, and two, because they're very easy to see. The saddle for the Managama is also a 2-player saddle, which is also really good because they're very hard to tame, so you don't want to tame 2 of them. Well, you can, but you don't really want to once you tame one. And the gas bags, it's definitely going to die. Okay, land. The gas bags is this giant big fat caterpillar slug thing, and it sucks up gas, and then it can, well, fly sort of. Now I'm going to Get rid of my gas, hopefully. Oh no, I'm screwed. Goodbye, gas bags. Dead. Ugh. Anyway, it sucks up air, and its main use is to be a soaker. There's not that much of a reason to tame them in single player. I don't know why I tamed it, but I just did. Because I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's like 1/5 of the damage or 1/4 of the damage that you take when you're sucked up. Even if you only have one gas, then you still don't take then you still only take whatever the damage it is. So that's also super good about the gas bags. So that's pretty much its only use. I have very high health, which is why I'm just jumping around off the cliffs. Now, can I get around to the snow owl and the Volanosaur? I'm pretty sure the Volanosaur cryopoded. Oh, I lost my Volanosaur because I flew into the thing. Anyway, I'll show you guys soon. I'll just fly over there and force tame one. Anyway, the snow owl is definitely one of my favorite creatures because it's sort of hard to tame, but it isn't. I used to have like a level 300 snow owl, so it has a lot of abilities. So one, it just has it does quite a lot of damage. This probably doesn't because it's a very low level. But yeah, even a low level one does. Yeah, it does decent damage. I'll just show you guys one of the abilities. So it's faster and it's slightly slower than a pterodon when it's just flying straight. But it has a. Is that my Managama? What is it doing? What is it doing? Anyway, also this takes no stamina, so you can just like stop in the air, and it has the same ability as the Griffin. It has the dive and swoop thing, which makes you go super fast, and you have this like the dive bomb, which it doesn't do that much damage, but it does very slight damage. And it also has the ice dive. This is like the dive, but the ice ability. So yeah, and as you guys saw before, thermal. Well, that's it. I just realised how good this is. Well, it's not that good, but like how cool it is when you're looking in a pond. Anyway, it's just a thermal vision, which is pretty good for searching for certain dinos. And well, there's not only that ice bomb, but just the ice ability. Which is just like this. It heals everything that gets frozen, but it also freezes you, and also increases your hunger. You lose quite a lot of hunger rapidly. I'm buffing up the stamina. Yeah, and it freezes, and as you see above them, it heals them, which is also good. Yeah, hold on. Why is it? These guys have been mating for a while. I don't know what's that. Yeah, so it's also super fast, and it heals them quite rapidly. Okay. Are any of you guys injured? Slightly. At all? Come on. Wait, what? Why is my gacha over here? Hold on, what? What the hell? When the hell was this gacha here? What the hell? Okay. Okay, good example. This gacha's... Do you guys see that house? Now let's just do this for a few seconds. Now. Okay, what? Does this guy just have insane health or something? Okay. Why is this not going up? Or something? Anyway, it normally heals people a lot faster. Don't know what's happening with the gacha, it's not working. But it heals people a lot faster. And people in the chains a lot faster. So that's good. It also... Wait. I can't... Did I... Yeah, I showed this. And what was the other creature that I was going to tell you guys about? Oh yeah, the Velonosaur. Okay. Let's just go. Oh my god, I am inside my head. Fly. And let's go over to the desert biome. And let's look for a Velonosaur. Velonosaur, I would definitely not recommend. There's one. See, these guys are very common. So I would definitely not recommend building in here. Because it is very... I would definitely not recommend building in the desert biome. Because one, why would you want to build in this desert biome? Okay. Alright, I need to... Sorry about all the commands, guys. It's just a lot of things have gone wrong. So, add experience, 10,000. Let's press a whole bunch of times. And wait. And stop. Alright. Now what's this? Shredded. It has low melee damage. I mean, just what you're gonna want to do, well, obviously everyone buffs up weight because you gotta actually carry yourself, but also melee damage and stamina, because this guy uses a lot of stamina. I have 713 stamina, and watch it destroy. Look at that. Yeah, so you're definitely gonna wanna buff that up. So I'm just going to buff up these. And show you guys the damage it does. So it has quite a lot. It only has 3 attacks. It just has the swipe thing, which I'm surprised that it doesn't have a bite, because it looks like it would have quite a gruesome bite. Or like and then it also has the shotgun whip, which just goes like this. And I would not recommend doing this, like just joking around, because it's pretty much just a wild shotgun. It hits a whole bunch of stuff around you. It's only good for close range, but they recently nerfed it and it's not that good. So I just recommend this thing, the turret. So yeah, it has the SWAT, which I showed you, and the shotgun tail whip, and the most commonly used, which is easily the best one, and also does the most damage, is this. Just look at easily killed that. Killed that. Okay. When they find like some UDs or aloes, these guys shred through literally everything. Look at that. Couple of hits. Dead. And hold on. Just hold on a second. No, this isn't official. I'm just doing a little video about why extinction is good. Is the best thing. Anyway, this is annoying. Whenever I'm just like stuffing around and going on single player, using commands and killing a whole bunch of stuff, normally I find a whole bunch of aloes and UDs just everywhere. Because there's a lot of UDs that spawn here. Oh, stamina. Yeah, and Procoptodons, which is also good. They're a good source of help. Hello, Procoptodon. Let's just wait. Okay, let's go down to the river because there's usually a lot of called UDs and other Brontosaurs in there. Oh wait, there's a lot of stuff. Okay, just killed dead in a couple of seconds while it was in a ball. So that's pretty good. And okay, that was low flash, but that was a lot better. But just look at this. Do I really have to explain what level is this? A pretty good strategy for taming these guys up is either large bear traps, because if you catch them in a bear trap, then they can't actually shoot you. Here is aloe. Do not take these guys into water. They're very bad. I forgot to buff this guy's health up. I know. He better not die. Okay, that's not very good. Okay, let's put back up here. Oh. I'm like yep. Okay, let's go force tame this Brontosaur. Actually, I pretty much showed you why the Brontosaur is really good. Now, okay, just kill me. We'll just come on. Come on, Scorpion, help kill him. And spawn at my bed. Okay. So let me just give you a quick roundup on why Extinction is the best DLC for Ark. So it definitely easily has the best dinos in the game. It easily has the best biomes in the game. And it also I don't know if I told you guys about this, but you don't even need the metal nodes. There's not that much metal nodes around. There's quite a lot, but there's not that much. But yeah, there's quite a lot, but not much compared to other maps. But that doesn't matter because it is so easy to kill enforcers. Let's just go kill an enforcer or a defense unit. And normally around here, like T-Rexes or Stegos kill the defense units and they don't harvest them because they're herbivores. So, get 50 scrap metal. A lot of people think that scrap metal is just like normal metal, like you need two scrap metal to make one metal, but it's actually just one scrap metal makes one scrap metal ingot, which is exactly the same as a normal metal ingot. So those guys are so easy to kill, and just in 2 defense units, I got 105 scrap metal. That's 105 easy metal. So that's clearly just amazing because you just got 105 instant metal. And also you can get gachas that produce metal. So I have a non-stop thing of metal. Like look at this. Metal. Okay, didn't have any metal in there. Metal. No metal in there. Okay. I think I forgot to restock my metal. Okay, so in here I have... Okay, I really have to restock my metal. I'm not setting a good example for why the metal is so good. Anyway, just 347 metal in there. 300 and what's it? 76 metal, and I have metal, normal metal in there for some reason. And again, the corrupted nodules work as polymer. See, I don't have any normal polymer in here, but the corrupted nodules work as polymer. So yeah, I have a crap ton of metal, and it's just stupid. Actually, no, I'm pretty much done with this word anyway, so I don't like that. So, I'm just gonna get away from that, so I don't hear it. So, overall, Extinction is definitely one of the best things for beginners, and it's also just a really easy map and really fun map to play on, because a lot of people say that it's boring and bad and they don't like the fact that there's like bubbles, like a biome bubbles, which I think is just dumb because it's very good and I love it because like what's it called? This gives a really good, like, I don't know what it is about the biome bubbles and the storyline about this map, but it's just really good because it, like, the storyline is also super great because this is like, I can't remember the exact storyline, but I'm pretty sure this is Earth and all of the other maps are arcs. And yeah, once you defeat the boss, the final boss, the end game cutscene is talking about how now that we've defeated the corruption, then all of the arcs because at the end of the island you saw that you saw all of the stuff happen. Oh my god, the RG stuck in my building. Yeah, at the end there's a whole bunch of arcs that are in space and all that. Yeah, so at the end of Extinction, all of those arcs start to plant down on Earth so that it starts growing over the extinction. Yeah, so the storyline's really fun, and yeah, that's probably another thing that I really like about this map. and like the map is big. The map is big, but it also isn't. It has a big feeling, but anyway, it's hard to explain because it feels big, but it also feels small at the same time, depending where you are. So that's pretty much all for this video. I hope you guys like decide on buying Extinction, because at the moment it's only $10. Because I bought it like last week because there was the Easter sale. It was $10. So I don't know if it's still on though. This RG is not smart. Anyway, yeah, that's all for this stream. So yeah, I hope you guys decide on buying Extinction.